Please join me in a little celebration, as Famous People has just passed the 20,000 subscriber mark. Thank you to all my viewers for the continued support, and welcome to new subscribers. Let's have some fun with the Western genre.
They all look pretty good to me. The big and small ones, the short and deep. I love the ladies. Oh, how I wish they all were mine.
Beast you are. But what about you? They told you I was guilty, and right away you start running after people should stop hating each other and let the beggars go free. But nothing really changed. So you started running again. And you'll find you had much more fun when you were the hunter.
Interesting facts about famous people.
Actors that played in the most Western movies. Which leading actors have appeared in 20 or more Western movies? I found this list. Tell me if you agree or have other information. By the way, I'm sure there are supporting actors that have been in more. If you take a liking to this video, hit the notification button and get my new videos as they come up. Take a peek at my channel to see all my videos. The link is in the description. Apologies for any mispronunciation of names. Let's celebrate the Western genre.
The gunman.
Charles Bronson. 20 Westerns. This tough, no-nonsense actor was known for Once Upon a Time in the West, The Magnificent Seven, Chato's Land, to name a few. Terence Hill. 20 spaghetti westerns. Known for They Call Me Trinity. Trinity is still my name. My name is Nobody. And many more.
Hey, what about the horses?
Henry Fonda. About 20 westerns. Some westerns he is known for: The Tin Star, My Name is Nobody, How the West Was Won, Once Upon a Time in the West.
There was never any good old days.
Have absolute confidence. You like confidence. That's how you let Bogota stop you.
Yeah.
And to have confidence, you got to keep a cool head. Don't take any chances you don't have to.
Lee Marvin. 20 westerns. Known for The Professionals, The Comancheros, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
That ain't murder, Mr. Marshall. That's a clean-cut case of self-defense. I tore that wagon of yours apart. I didn't find hide nor hair. I found a false bottom and no guns. Now, you got him or ain't you got him?
I buried him.
You what? Now, what kind of a sneaking something is that? That is a...
James Stewart. 20 Western movies. Famous for The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Winchester 73, The Broken Arrow.
How did you know I was there?
I saw you through this.
This is much better than looking in a pool of water.
Glenn Ford. 25 westerns. Known for Cowboy, 3:10 to Yuma, The Man from Colorado.
I'm going to marry Carolyn a week from today. Don't try to stop it. Don't try.
Oh, you can't marry her the way you are. You can't do that to her.
Get out of here.
Get out! Oh, stop it, Owen. You're acting like a crazy man.
Gary Cooper. 30 westerns. Best known for films such as High Noon, Friendly Persuasion, Man of the West.
on it in 10 seconds and blown your head off in 20. You're not going to make it, Link. I swear that.
Robert Mitchum. Around 30 westerns. Known for El Dorado, River of No Return, Villa Rides.
This way. I'll close my eyes.
Come on.
Ma'am, you might just as well leave that basket.
Sure, Mississippi.
Come on, Marty.
Audie Murphy. 33 western movies. Known for No Name on the Bullet, Ride a Crooked Trail, Ride Clear of Diablo.
Forced to enforce the law he hated.
I'm not taking a bath. But if you'd like to, I'd be glad to scrub your back for you.
Co-starring Walter Matthau as hard-talking, hard-drinking, shoot-him-in-the-back Judge Kyle.
Joel McCrea. 33 westerns. Best known for films such as Ramrod, Ride the High Country, Colorado Territory.
I should have gone a bit deeper into the subject of character.
I got 2 loads of buckshot pointing at you boys. I figured that ought to take along about 5 of you at this range.
What's the idea?
The idea is you're under arrest. Tell your men to drop their guns. You've got just 10 seconds. 1.
That's that thick little head of yours. That's what they want. We make a wrong move and cruise on their side.
You won't back up your own men.
It's got to be my way.
Lee Van Cleef. 50 western movies. Known for a Few Dollars More, Death Rides a Horse, The Big Gun Down.
Where do I find Captain?
Just dig a ditch. From there to there. I want it this wide and this deep. Then fill it with dry branches and anything that'll burn. And then stand by with your barrels of oil. All must be done within a few hours.
Stay calm.
On your feet. Cochillion.
3.
Randolph Scott. 60 westerns. What do you think his best westerns were? Tall T, Ride the High Country, Ride Lonesome, Comanche Station.
Don't worry about anything. I'll take care of it. Just like you would have. Did you love him?
I married him?
That's not what I asked. Did you love him?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Mrs. Mims, you're a liar.
John Wayne. 87 to 90 out of 180 acting credits over his career. Arguably, the western role he was most famous for was in The Searchers, Red River, True Grit, the list goes on. If you like this video, make sure you hit the notification button so you will see my new videos as they come up. You can take a look at my channel to see all my other videos. The link is in the description. Take a look at my Facebook page as well. I appreciate likes, shares and subscribers. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!
Interesting facts about famous people.
Please join me in a little celebration, as Famous People has just passed the 20,000 subscriber mark. Thank you to all my viewers for the continued support, and welcome to new subscribers. Let's have some fun with the Western genre.
They all look pretty good to me. The big and small ones, the short and the